Welcome to FIFA World Cup Daily on Chasing Trophies. Today was the first day of the World Cup. Bhai, बहुत मजा आया. It started with the host nation Mexico against South Africa. Mexico, man, like what a team, what a country. It was a full stadium. The atmosphere was outstanding, and they played like a proper host nation. They were attacking from the get-go. Didn't give South Africa any respite, even off the ball. If you see Mexico's movement, it was incredible. The first goal was outstanding, and then Raul Jimenez, man, what a header from him. What a story. Raul Jimenez was a guy who started off his career at Wolves, and he was so good for them. Took them to like 5th, 6th place, but then he got an injury where he fractured his skull, and it looked like he was out for a long time. It didn't look like he was going to play football again. It was a death-threatening injury, but then he came back, and now he's playing the World Cup in front of his home crowd, scoring the winning goal and making sure Mexico get the 3 points. For South Africa, they just looked under pressure from the start. They didn't have much of the ball. Whenever they had the ball, they lost it. Two mistakes for the goals, very silly mistakes from them, but they were up against the host team, a team who is much more better equipped. And remember, in Mexico, they're playing on an altitude of around like 20,000 feet, so breathing is a bit of an issue. I understand South Africa also has their own conditions, but in these conditions, it was a big challenge for them. And Mexico looked good, but I think whoever is going to come and play them in their stadium, it's going to be difficult. वहाँ पे माहौल भी ज़बरदस्त है, crowd भी बहुत ज़बरदस्त है, and they're going to cause a lot of problems for other teams. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they play. We've got Canada and USA playing today as well later on in the day. Those are the other two host nations. Let's see if they can start with wins. The other game in the group was South Korea versus Czech Republic, and that was another great game of football. I think what a start for the World Cup. We saw 2-0. And by the way, that Mexico game, there was 3 red cards. 3 red cards. It was a very aggressive game. I think the Mexico red card was a bit harsh, but the other 2 were red cards. One of the South African players just punched the guy, man. So that was so we have already seen red cards. We've seen referee use this new technology as well. He has an earpiece. He has the referee cam, so you can see the goals and like fouls from a different type of angle, which I thought FIFA did well. Also, the new rules, the substitution rule, like you have to sub 10 seconds. That was very good because it's wasting less time. Then if there is an injury, the player has to go off and he can't come back after a minute, and that makes the player get up quickly, because if he goes out, then the team is at a disadvantage. So those rules implemented in these 2 games were pretty good. And then heading back to that South Korea game against Czech Republic, what a match, man. The first half was a bit of a stalemate, both teams being a bit pragmatic, being a bit defensive, but then in the second half, when Czech Republic scored, then all hell broke loose. It was an attacking game. It became, both ends they were creating chances, and South Korea were outstanding. Wang In-byom, he got the assist and got the goal. Very impressive, man. I'm sure going into the World Cup now, many people knew about him. Obviously the hardcore football fans did, but he's really lit it up, and that's why the World Cup is so important for these kind of teams, these kind of players. You perform and the whole world knows about you, and there was a great atmosphere in the stadium for this game too. Maybe not the biggest game on paper, but a lot of fans came to watch, a lot of passionate fans. And I think South Korea, the stamina that they showed, the skill that they showed in this game was very impressive. Also, I feel, in terms of stamina, they were much better than Czech Republic. Even physically, I felt that they lasted longer and it was easier for them to cope with the conditions as compared to Czech Republic. But Czech Republic didn't have a bad game. They did perform well. They created chances towards the end, but the goalkeeper was outstanding, man. The South Korea goalkeeper, what a player. For me, he's probably, after the goal scorer and his sister, he's probably the man of the match. And 3 points for South Korea, 3 points for Mexico. This group right now, it looks like these 2 are the favorites, and that's what I thought going into the tournament. But let's see what happens in the next few games. Today we also have Canada versus Bosnia. This is going to be a good game of football. Listen, I know Canada is the home nation. Everyone's going to be backing them, and we'll be here trying to cover live in Toronto, and the atmosphere will be amazing. But Bosnia, their fans have arrived. I've seen quite a few fans walking around downtown, and they're looking to cause an upset. And the Bosnia is a team which is hungry. Obviously, Edin Dzeko is from Bosnia. They have a lot of players who will fight, and it will be an aggressive game. I think it'll be a defensive game. There might be one goal. I don't think it's going to be an attacking game. Both sides will be a bit pragmatic. Both sides have solid defense. Canada, if you see, they are very strong at the back. Attacking-wise, it's a bit of a problem. Obviously, they're missing the star player, Alphonso Davies. Hopefully, they get them back, get him back towards the groups, towards the knockout stages if they qualify. But yeah, for Canada, if they can win 1-0 or something, they'll take that. It's all about the 3 points. Then USA, Paraguay, that'll be an exciting game. USA, another home nation. With their manager Pochettino, a big name. Obviously, he managed Tottenham Hotspur, PSG as well. He'll be looking to get off to a great start. He mentioned earlier before the World Cup that he wants them to at least make it to the quarterfinal. Anything less than a quarterfinal, he thinks it's a failure. So let's see what Poch does with this USA team. To be fair with you, I honestly enjoyed today's games. Like I said, the new rules were good. The fans were good. The matches were good too. Like we saw attacking football from Mexico. We saw attacking football from both Czech Republic and South Korea too. So hopefully today we get to see more exciting football. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, subscribe button, and stay tuned to Chasing Trophies.